What is up, everyone? So in this video I want to give you a little tour of my studio apartment that I just moved into about 3 weeks ago. Right now, with the situation with Corona and still not many foreigners coming into the country, there are some very good deals right now in Medellin and pretty much any city that is dominated by tourists. For that matter, there's some incredible deals on apartments. And so this is a studio apartment that is located in it's kind of between Patio Bonito and Astorga area, which is, the best part of town in Medellin, Poblado, and that's why it's more expensive. This apartment right now is about $900 a month, and also with that $900, that's kind of with a favorable exchange rate, with the dollar right now being at 3,800 to 3,900 peso to 1 USD. Historically, a year ago, it was anywhere from 32 to 3,400 to 1 USD. So right now, it's about, I don't know the math, about 10 to 15% cheaper with that exchange rate. Otherwise, it'd be about $1,000. And again, in normal circumstances with, normal tourism and people coming in the country more, this would be $1,200, $1,300 easy. And for those who don't know or have never been to Medellin, Poblado is considered, the best neighborhood in Medellin. It's where, the wealthier people live, where the nicer apartments are. And also, when tourism is normal, this is where most people stay, and most of the tourism is in Poblado, Medellin. There are other neighborhoods that are somewhat popular with foreigners and people that live here, such as Envigado, Laureles, and even some in Sabaneta, which is a little bit further south of Envigado. And all these areas offer much cheaper rent. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't look at moving to that area, because I could probably save a third to a half on rents for a place that's similar to this. Maybe not quite as modern, because this place is a very modern place. It has Alexa smart home system for locks, blinds, TV, lights, everything you can control through Alexa. So it's very modern, almost more than what I need.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
As you can see, for $1,000, a place like this in the U.S., depending what city, in Florida, Miami, New York City, California, obviously this would be, probably $3,000 apartments, very easily, probably even more. Other places, not 1,500 to 3,000. Really just depends on the city. And this also comes fully furnished. Most apartments in the U.S., you're gonna have to furnish it yourself, which is gonna cost, $10,000, $20,000 very easily. Here, everything is, fully furnished. So it's move-in ready. I don't have to do a thing to move in here. And that's also a very huge plus and benefit for me, is I don't have to invest, $10,000, $20,000 into a place. It's also month by month. So, if I decide I wanted to go somewhere else next month, to another city, just another apartment, whatever, I have that option to basically opt out and leave the apartment. So all these things, combined, even though to me, especially in Medellin Colombia, $1,000 is definitely, on the very high side. But to me, it's, worth it, because I'm also higher up. I'm on the 9th floor, so I have a pretty decent view of it in this apartment. And also just to have, the optionality to be able to leave pretty much whenever I want to, penalty free. And also the fact with furniture, I don't have to do a thing, worry about that, furnishing it myself. Everything is, move-in ready. So, those two things to me hold a huge value. Time value of not having to invest $10,000, $20,000 into furniture. Also, time value of not having to invest, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 into a down payment on a house like most people do in the U.S. Most people do not consider the financial consequences and, the time value of them putting $80,000 into a down payment. When you can, invest that money in somewhere else, stocks, real estate, whatever it may be, and generates, a return of 10% plus. It starts to look very stupid to, invest, 80 grand into a down payment. And also, not to mention, into an asset that constantly needs money and repairs. Houses are money pits with my apartments, something goes wrong, I just call my landlord up and he has someone come fix it. So it's no money out of my pocket, and this is something that I don't think a lot of people really look at and realize that, put their money into a house in the US. That's kind of the common thing to do in the US and kind of the normal path. After college, you maybe rent an apartment for a year or two. After that, probably look for a house. Maybe you're married, maybe not. But most people, by the time they're 25, most people are tied up into a house and into a mortgage. And that's okay for some people that, especially if you're going to be there, 20, 30 years, you're going to be there for 20, 30 years. It can be a very good investment, just with, the value of the house appreciating. But for a lot of people, it's not a good deal, especially, if you don't stay there for more than 7 years. That's a whole nother video, kind of time value of money into the mortgage, and also, when it makes sense to buy versus just rent. It really depends on how long you plan on staying there. But again, that's a whole nother video. I can spend 20, 30 minutes debating that subject and breaking down the math, which I might do in a future video. But this video, I just want to give you, a quick tour of my apartments and really show you what, $900, $1,000 budget can get you in Medellin, Colombia. And I think you'll be really surprised, what this kind of budget can get you, especially, living in what's considered the most, desirable area in Medellin. Obviously, you can go to other places that, pay a third to a half the price for something, somewhat similar to this. So you're looking $600, $700 for something very, very modern, especially if you have roommates, you can split rent, and then it becomes just that much more affordable. This price range is really good comparison to, the average rent in the US is, I think, right around $1,000 as well. Obviously that varies massively with, which city you live in. So this will be, very good comparison to, the average there. Also, that is unfurnished in the US, and usually you have to, sign a 1-year lease for that. So that is somewhat different, and that makes this, that much more valuable, that, it's month by month fully furnished. Yeah, let's go and get into the tour. It won't take very long because it is a studio, so it's, fairly small. So yeah, let's get into it. So here we are from the outside, going in. So it actually has this smart lock, which is almost too smart for me. Basically, you punch in a code, or you can control it from your phone. So yeah, we'll start off with kind of the main area, kitchen and living room. Again, it's studio, so it's quite small, very open. We go straight from the kitchen, wide open, windows floor to ceiling that goes to the balcony, and then this opens into the living room. And as you can see, very bright, modern, good, furnishings. It's not, a piece of shit apartment with, bad furnishings. It's very well decorated with, quality furniture. And so, yep, the living room, very basic, kitchen. We have the, basic stuff, fridge over here, oven. This is kind of different. We open up into the sink. So this is kind of hidden back here, but so yeah, we have the dishware area and sink here. Also a dishwasher down here, which is a very, very uncommon thing to have in Colombia. And honestly, I haven't used the dishwasher since I've been here because the last apartment that I had did not have one, and I just got so used to hand washing everything. So since I've been here, I haven't used it once. I just hand wash everything, and to me it's almost the same amount of time, just because you have to rinse everything off anyway to put it in the dishwasher. So for me, it's just kind of one of those things that once you get used to it, it's really not a big deal. It also kind of makes you realize, a lot of things that we have in America really, aren't that, we don't really need them that much. They're nice to have, but if we didn't have them, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Like a lot of people really make it seem like, dishwasher dryer, is not very common in Colombia, but you realize once you don't have it, it's really not that big of a deal. So we'll go and move to the balcony, and this is kind of the main selling point of this apartment, in my opinion, is this good sized balcony, but also you have these doors that you can swing all the way open. So this whole place is wide open to the outside balcony, and also you have a grill right there. The grill is one thing that I definitely missed, one amenity that I had in America that I didn't have in my last apartments, and I missed that greatly. So I'm very glad to have this grill here. First week that I moved in, I grilled out I think every single day of the week. Chicken, pork, steak, you name it, I grilled it. So that has definitely been used to its full potential. So yeah, we'll open up these windows here. All the way. And so yeah, as you can see, it goes all the way to the fourth panel, and now we have a completely wide open kind of from balcony to kitchen and living room area. I love this featured balcony to the kitchen and living room, and the grill again. I can host here, have people over, grill out, so that's a huge plus for me. So we'll go and take a look at the balcony and also the view from the balcony. This is on the 9th floor, so a decent view. Not as good as a lot I've seen, but hey, we can't complain. And then we go to this side. So pretty good view. We have a nice table area here to sit down, and then we'll go to the grill area, my favorite part. We have a nice built-in grill with kind of storage area here. So the view is very nice, much better than my last apartment. But to kind of be a picky gringo, I guess, DeSoto and higher up does have much better views. This is further down in the valley. So then we'll flip it around to from the balcony and show you from this side. So living area, nice area to sit down, kind of bar stool area, and then obviously the sofa with a TV, which this swivels around, so I can watch it from the living room and also from my bed. So this kind of separates living area to the bed area, my bedroom. See how we can flip this around here. And yeah. And yeah, voila. So now we can watch TV from my bed area. And also this has a surround sound system, so this is the sub, and speakers built into the ceiling. This is furnished very nicely with speakers. A lot of this stuff is not cheap to do. Also AC. This is very uncommon in Colombia. Just with the temperature in Medellin Colombia, max during the day gets 75 to 80 degrees, and then at night it usually cools off, so you really don't need an AC. That's a amenity that's really isn't needed. I use it sometimes when some days it's a little bit hot, but most of the time I do not use it. And then we'll show you real quick some of the more boring areas, bathrooms, stuff like that. So just basic bathroom, but decent sized. We'll go to the kind of the guest bathroom. So nothing special, basic bathroom. And then we'll go to the laundry room real quick, and again, nothing special with this, just basic washroom area. But this is a washer and dryer, 2-in-1. So that's very nice to have as well. So the dryer, that's also kind of an uncommon thing to have in Colombia. Most people just have a washing machine and then let the clothes dry out to hang. That is one thing that I do like to have, is dryer. It just makes it that much quicker to do. So I'm glad that this apartment has kind of a 2-in-1 washer dryer to save space. So yeah, that does it for this video, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick tour of my apartment, just kind of show you what this kind of price range can get you in a country and city like Medellin, Colombia. I hope you guys enjoy these type of videos where I kind of give you tours of the apartment that I'm staying in now, and also my Airbnbs, because I really feel like a lot of people just don't know what's on the other side. To live in another foreign country, just how much better the quality of living, standard of living is, and for a fraction of the cost in a lot of cities in the US. So that's why I do these kind of tour things, just to show you what's on the other side. If you like these kind of videos, definitely subscribe to the channel and like this video. I have a lot more in the works. I know I've been kind of spotty uploading, every few weeks or so, but I have a lot more videos in the works and plan to upload more regularly, once a week at least is my kind of schedule I'm shooting for. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video next week.